Everybody, it's Steph from the Hot Moving Podcast. Man, what a game. This was an absolute thriller, man. Between the Dallas Mavericks and Minnesota Timberwolves, I didn't get a chance to make a preview vid. I like Anthony Edwards. His time will come. It will come at some point. He is that special of a player, even though tonight wasn't his best night. But I got Mavs winning this in 7, and I got the Mavs going on to win the NBA championship. The Mavericks matched up really well against the Wolves, almost better than the Denver Nuggets, right? And the thing is you got two guys that can close at any moment. It wasn't like the previous series in Denver where, Jokic would carry the team and then Jamal Murray has to ice the show out, right? Not the case with this team. They have a lot of good wing defenders as well with Washington, Jones Jr., you got Green coming off the bench. They have a great secondary big, defensive big in Lively, his rebounding, his hustle. He gave Karl Anthony Towns a lot of problems. Look, man, they got after defensively, man. So, Luke, the whole knock, Luke, I saw Luke out there, trying to play some D, and he was definitely giving the one-on-one matchups against Anthony Edwards. He was giving him the work, right? So Anthony Edwards is, he's going to rebound from this. Anthony Edwards is a great player. He's a prideful player. He's going to come back with a monster game. Karl Anthony Towns, 6 for 20, not his best game. Okay, not the best showing for the Wolves. It was looking good for the Wolves early, but Kyrie Irving kept attacking. He kept keeping this team within striking distance, and they just started clamping down defensively, hitting timely threes. Luka started getting cooking in the fourth, and that was it, man. And that's the problem, right? When you get to the championship rounds and you have a Kyrie and a Luka Doncic, bona fide closers on your team, most likely you're going to advance, right? We don't really know. We assume that Anthony Edwards is most likely the closer, but he's young, right? He's still learning, and the way I see this as well is Luka Doncic is in a great. The Mavericks know they are, and Jason Kidd, they know they're in a great position to get to the NBA Finals. Okay, Luka Doncic was just in this situation 2 years ago. Okay, fast forward, he learned from that. Fast forward, they're looking like they came. The Mavericks, the way they came out tonight, look like they came to seize this opportunity. This is going to be Anthony Edwards' toughest test, right? This is going to be difficult because he was tired. Reggie Miller was calling on the Gamecast. He was like, yo, he is getting gas. You saw it because we know Kyrie has so many things in his bag. And he was tiring out. 32-year-old Kyrie is tiring out 22-year-old Anthony Edwards, right? It just shows you how special Kyrie is, even being, 10 years older than Anthony Edwards, right? So Anthony Edwards, he said he wanted to play. He wanted Kyrie. Kyrie gave him the work. Luka gave him the work. The guard play was excellent on the Dallas Mavericks, and that is going to be hard to defend, right? Guard play wasn't as difficult in the Nuggets series, right? You really only had to focus on Jamal Murray. That was about it, right? For certain portions of the game, right? But at any moment of the game, they have Kyrie or Luka on the court that's going to continue to put constant pressure, especially Kyrie on the rim, and then Luka driving on the rim and his shooting ability as well too, because one of them is going to go off. It's very rare that if Kyrie has a bad game, Luka has a bad game as well, right? And when they both have good games like they did tonight, going for 30 each, it's almost impossible to beat this team, right? And then now when you have guys, they know the scoring is going to come from the bulk of the scoring is going to come from Luka and Kyrie. The rest of the squad and Washington and Jones, Gafford, putbacks, corner threes, guys coming off the bench like Lively, rebounding, defending, giving Karl Anthony Towns problems. This is just a very difficult matchup for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So I was excited. I liked what I saw from game one, just from both teams though. Both teams fought, right? It wasn't like the Mavericks just they started taking control and it was going to end up being a free throw game, but the Timberwolves, they were right there, so we'll see what happens in game 2. I mean, this is going to be a very, very compelling series. Anthony Edwards is going to have to dig deep in this series. He's going to get tested to the brink. And I'm looking forward to seeing how this young man rebounds, right? You know, Anthony Edwards has been the face of the playoffs. Everybody's been talking about him, rightfully so. And as much as like Anthony Edwards, and listen, if the Bulls going to win this series, I would be ecstatic for Anthony Edwards, right? But right now, it is just looking like this is Luka's time. And this is Kyrie's time. Kyrie, championship experience been there. Jason Kidd, championship experience as a player and as an assistant coach with the Lakers. So, I mean, there's a lot of basketball knowledge on the bench and on the court for this Dallas Mavericks team. And Luka coming off that conference finals loss to the Warriors 2 years ago, and to find himself in this position, looking like one of the most dominant players remaining in the playoffs. This is a dangerous Dallas Maverick team, which is why I like them going on to the NBA Finals and winning it all, man. So let me know what you think about Game 1. Not trying to overreact, you know what I'm saying? You know, because there's a lot of basketball, right? The minutes, like this is this is why I picked this to go 7 games. Nobody's getting swept. I'd be shocked if this series ends in 6 games or less. That's how good I think both these teams are. So, anyways, thanks for listening. Please like, subscribe, leave me your thoughts. I'm out.